Shalom, Kahala Yahweh, Bashem Yahshai, Bashem Kakwadash. Double honors my teachers, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the elect, who the house of David reborn again in this generation. And Shalom to the 130 Yasharallah. Today are known as the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who before losing our true heritage, were known as, and still are, the true Hebrew Israelites of the Holy Bible. In today's lesson, we're going to talk about being in captivity in the last days. Let's read this verse. This is Baruch 3 and 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, our power. So you see, just as in the time of Baruch, when he was writing this, right, he was in captivity, right, and he understood that he was in captivity because of the will of the Lord, right, that the Lord had scattered us throughout all our land, all the lands of the world, right, or at least that at that time. Now, the thing is that when you fast forward to today's day, right, in the latter days where we are scattered all over the world, the entire world that is, right, a lot of our people, right, and ultimately 2/3 of our people, 2 out of every 3 Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, don't even realize that, don't even understand that we are in captivity. They just think that this is life, right, that this downtrodden, horrible state that our people are in, that this is it, right? They don't realize that, hey, there's more to life than the 5-day work week, the 9-to-5 shift, and that's because they've been rejected by the Lord, right? This is why they're not going to wake up. But when you consider, but besides that, on a lower level, man, it's just because they do not take the time to consider it, right? They haven't asked the hard questions. They don't think about what's really going on, other than like, how are they going to feed themselves? How are they going to pay rent? How are they going to get their next freaking paycheck, right? Or wicked shit, man. How are they going to come up on this or come up on that? See, our people right now are in a very low, destroyed state, right? And the reason why I'm bringing this video out is because with all these recent testimony videos and everything that show our people out there talking about getting these jabs and all these videos where it's just, there's so many videos to go out there, man. People doing this stupid crate or ghetto pyramid crate challenge, right? Or there's other things too going on, man. But the point being is that our people will do everything to just blind themselves, to distract themselves from the reality of things going on, right? Or the opposites, when you look at, for example, these Edomites, the so-called Caucasian race, what are they doing right now? Well, they are stocking up on food, they're stocking up on ammo, right? They're going to political rallies, going to city hall town meetings. 144, they're going and doing all these things which are prudent in this current time, right? And what is this current time? Well, this current time is the end of the world, right? On a broad sense, right? But when you look at it on a more let's say national aspect, this is a time of rebellion. This is the time of a great insurrection which is about to happen. Because again, if you've been paying attention to the news, which many of our people don't, you're seeing that they're starting to riot over in France, extremely riot, man. They're actually starting to come up against the police, actually fight them. Same thing in Australia. The Australian police said that they're going to have to come down with fierce measures if the violence at these protests continue, right? And they don't, and you gotta realize that those people over there in Australia are the descendants of the criminals that came from England, man. So we're gonna see some wild shit going on over there in Australia. Now, that's what's actually going on, man. This is what our people are not seeing. They're not seeing the writing on the wall, okay? And because of that, they're going to be destroyed, man. But this is why they don't. This is what the Lord said about our people, man. This is Isaiah 1:3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider, right? And Israel's talking about the nation of Israel, right? The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, us as a whole, right? Because again, those people over in the land of Israel today, calling themselves the Israelis, those are not the people written in the book of the Bible, man. Those are in fact the enemies of our people, man. Right? So much so that they've taken our identity and they have now taken over our land, man. They're squatting in our land. Okay, just to give you an idea, man. They've stolen our identity and they're living in our house, right? While we're out here destitute, and they're actually making plans to basically get rid of us, to kill us off. Okay, that's what's going on. Now, like the scriptures there say, man, that look at these dumb beasts here, man. These beasts of burden, they understand where their house is. They understand who their masters are, right? When their master goes out to the field, they come right to them. And they understand, who feeds them, who owns them, right? But our people, no, they do not even consider it, man. Our people don't consider the fact that we belong to God. Yeah, and they may say, on a broader scale, like, we're all the children of God, and this and that, and but they don't actually understand what that means, right? They don't understand what it means to be chosen by the Lord, right? They haven't read Deuteronomy 7:6, where the Lord has chosen us amongst all the other nations of the world, right? They don't understand that, that we are special people that were given special commandments to follow, right? So what are they doing over here? They're eating their ham sandwiches, eating their fucking gumbo, shakes and shit, man. They're doing abominable things, and this is why the Lord's ultimately gonna fucking kill 2/3 of our people off, man, because our people don't consider what the heck's going on, man. They've been thrust into this game, and they're oblivious to what's really going on, man. It's like when you take a little kid to a pee-wee soccer game, man, right? And the whole game's going on, man. You have these little kids kicking the ball around, but you have this one kid in the far field, man, just looking at his fucking shoes, right? Looking everywhere else but where the ball's at. That's what 2/3 of our people are doing, right? And that's ultimately, it may be cute at first, maybe funny, right? But the thing is ultimately it's gonna cause 2/3 of our people to be destroyed, man. This is Jeremiah 23:20. The anger of Yahweh B'Shem Shai shall not return until he hath executed, until he hath performed the thoughts of his heart. In the latter days ye shall consider it perfectly. Right? And you see, the Lord has said that he's going to perform certain things, right? This is where you've got to read the Bible to understand what those certain things are, right? That, or listen to us here at Great Millstone, because we're telling you literally what the Bible is telling you, man. See, we're those guys who said that they're going to learn about what the Bible for themselves, right? And we did. We learned what the Bible actually said for ourselves with the help of those others who had that same mindset, who the Lord set up, and we're now trying to share what we've learned, with you. And we're not trying to make money off of this. We're not trying to make some big old congregation and be all, uppity about it and fucking, showing off these vain events. No, man, look at us, man. Great Millstone, you hardly even know we exist unless we were to make these videos or rebuke these other, false camps, man. That's the only reason why a lot of people know that we exist, right? But the thing is that what we're telling you is that the Lord is going to bring down a great judgment upon the world, and namely on 2/3 of our people, right? And why is that? Because, well, one, the Lord has to cleanse this world. he has to reset it, right, for this next iteration of humanity, which is going to be led by Yahweh Shai, the Messiah, right, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and us Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel, right? The world is going to be under new management fairly soon, right? The Lord's going to put in power somebody who is profitable for the world, right? And then it's going to be our job through the force of these other nations to make this world into heaven on earth, right? Right now, you see, this is hell on earth, right? The only place that this is heaven on earth for are the Edomites in power, okay? Well, some of them, that is, right? The ones at the very top. Because these Edomites, they don't even care about their own people, man. That's why you see a lot of Caucasians in a downtrodden state there on Skid Row and everything, right? But the point being is that, we Israelites are going to make earth a living heaven. It's literally going to be heaven on earth, man. It's going to be a joy to live on, man. You're gonna wake up, and you're gonna have your land. You're gonna have your slaves work for you. And I'm talking about us Israelites, man. Right? For the other 17 nations, including the nation of Edom, it's gonna be hell. It's gonna be fucking slavery, hard bondage. It's basically gonna be like what it is for us Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans here on the earth today, but double, right? They're gonna be responsible for plowing the fields, bringing forth the cattle and all the livestock, right? For building the buildings and stuff, That's what they're gonna be responsible for. Now, the thing is that after 1,000 years, these other 16 nations, right? Every nation except for the nation of Edom is going to be permitted to go back into their land under their own kings, who are then going to serve us, right, and provide us with their goods and all that stuff. But the nation of Edom will ultimately be destroyed, right? But again, that's another lesson, right? The lesson I'm talking about now is our people ultimately not waking up, right? Not considering what's going on right now in the world, why things are being shut down in a draconian state. Why are we the ones who are being forced, like particularly to take these shots, man? Right? What about the Asian community, man? They, the media acts like if 100% of the Asian community has taken these shots, right? But where's their freaking videos and where's their celebrities coming out and telling them to take the shot and everything, right? No, they're not there. And why is that? Because the thing is they're not the main target. They're not the people who these devils are trying to target with these shots, okay? Now, but the thing is that at least 1/3 of our people, the people who the Lord has selected to make it out of this place, they're going to consider it. They're going to consider what's going on, right? And this is going to happen because of how things are getting shut down, and ultimately this is going to be done because of the will of the Lord, man. The Lord is going to put it in our spirits, right? Especially those who are of a contrite heart and who are humble and they pray to the Lord and they ask the Lord to protect them, man. That's who the Lord is going to wake up and put it on their spirit to as it says here, to consider it perfectly. Those are going to be the people who the Lord is going to ultimately have mercy upon, right? And then you're going to consider what's going on with the with your captivity, man. You're going to see everything that's going on, and then you're going to fucking see what the hell is going on with the Bible, man. Basically, you're going to see that there is something more to life than what's actually happening, right? Than what you're being presented with, and then the Lord's going to put it in your spirit to seek out what's going on, and hopefully, if again the Lord has ultimate mercy on you, He's going to lead you here to the Bible, right? And He's going to lead you to, especially He's going to lead you to the men here at Great Millstone, right? Where you're going to learn the truth. You're going to learn the 100% truth, not like these other camps here are pushing out on you, man. And that's what it's going to mean to consider it perfectly, right? Because there's going to be some people who are going to wake up, who are going to realize that, the Israelites do have it right, or they're talking the truth. but they're going to be doing their own thing, man. They're going to continue to stay in the world. They're going to continue to seek some other, path to salvation, right? But what did the Messiah say? That there's no other way to the Lord but through me, right? That He is the sheepfold, right? Well, that's the thing, man. That's the thing you got to realize in these last days, man, is that there's only one way to the Lord, man, to salvation. Right? This is Ecclesiasticus 3:24. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion has overthrown their judgment. You see, because a lot of our people are going to be deceived by their own thoughts, by what they believe is true, man. A lot of people are turned off by the Bible because, one, they haven't gone into the Bible, right? But they sure have heard a lot of shit about the Bible, right? Or religion, right? Bullshit, that is, right? About the pedophile priest, the greedy Vatican Catholic Church, right? They've seen all these horrible things about these churches, which we agree, man. These churches are off. They are not to have anything to do with the Bible, man, or with the Lord for that matter, right? But because of those evil suspicions or other things, man, right? They think that the Bible was written by man, or that it was written by slave owners, things like that, right? They're gonna be misled, and they're going to ultimately shun the Bible and the truth, and they're not going to find the answers in the Bible, man. That's the evil suspicion that's going to overthrow their heart, right? And their own opinion is going to be something that's going to cause them to be destroyed, man. But again, this is ultimately the will of the Lord. This is the way the Lord wants it and shit, right? But again, what can you do, right? This is the way that things are. But again, this is my lesson to tell you that what you have to do in this, what you have to do to get salvation, man, is, one, you have to turn to the Lord completely, and you have to actually, come to this truth as a child, man. You have to come with the understanding that all the things you know in the world all take a backseat to what the Bible says, man, right? Because everything we've been taught from a little kid has been skewed or altered in a way, so that way your judgment and your understanding of history, of truths is off, man. But I just wanted to touch upon that, Akim. I just wanted to read these scriptures here, and hopefully everybody has a blessed day. So until next time, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Ruach Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Peace and mercy to the elect. Shalom.